On behalf of Cyber Society of India and Tamil Nadu Police Cyber Crime Wing, I take the privilege of welcoming every one of you to this event today on a Sunday. Welcome all. On behalf of Cyber Society of India, I congratulate and welcome the present office bearers who have taken charge today, and I would request the President and the Secretary to guide all the guests of honors to the dais. Today's guest of honors are Senior Counsel Mr. A. Tyagarajan Sir, DSP Cybercrimes Shri Lisha Stabila Tharis Ma'am, and our own Thiru Ranganathan Sir, Advocate from Mysore. May I request the Secretary Balu Swaminathan Sir also to join in the dais. Soon after taking office, the new office bearers, under the able leadership of the President, is conducting this awareness session, which is very important one today. Today's topic, which is going to be discussed, is monetary compensation to the cyber victims, adjudication under the Information Technology Act 2000. This is very important and pertinent topic to know for every one of us who have assembled here. So on this note, let's start and begin this session with the permission of the chair on the dais. Let's start with Tamil Thai Varthu, invocation by Madam D.B. Kalachelvi and Dr. Vijaya. They'll be on the dais to guide us with the Tamil Thai Varthu.
நீராடும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you. As per our tradition, as a mark of good beginning, let's invite the guest of honors on the dais to light the traditional lamp. May I now request the founder president, Mr. Gemini Ramamurthy, to come on to the dais to light the Kuttuvalakku. The office bearers will guide him to the dais. With a round of applause, let us invite the founder president of Cyber Society to light the traditional lamp. Thank you, sirs. It's time to welcome this August gathering. May I now request Mr. Vijay Kumar, the President of the Cyber Society of India, to welcome this August gathering. I welcome you, sir.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். Good morning everyone. It is indeed a honor for Cyber Society of India to hold the cyber crime, cyber law related awareness, partnering with Tamil Nadu Police Cyber Crime Wing. On behalf of Cyber Society of India, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all for this awareness session. On behalf of Cyber Society of India, we welcome the chief guest, Dr. A. Tyagarajan, Senior Advocate, Madras High Court, and Tirumadi Sri Liza, DSP Cyber Wing, Tamil Nadu Police. And talk about today's topic, we have a speaker, Mr. Ranganath, Advocate. And office bearers and SAIC life members, welcome you all. Before we getting into the topic, I wanted to set the context on current cyber security threat landscape. If you look at the current cyber security threat landscape, globally, be it government organization, federal agencies, or the corporate, the organizations are seeing increased threat actor activity, which is actually state-sponsored threat actor activity, which is called APTs, Advanced Persistent Threat. When I say state-sponsored, targeting India as a nation, state-sponsored APTs originated from China or our neighboring countries, APT 10, APT 33. This is one category. Second thing is, if you look at the today's news or the cyber security, any of the bytes, day in, day out, there is a news about ransomware attack. Ransomware attack is on rise. Ransomware attack particularly targeting the critical information infrastructure providers. Like it could be a power sector, it could be a telecom sector, BFSI. These all the critical or the vital for any nation, right? So they target. Why do they target? Because of the money. So they compromise the system, encrypt the critical infrastructure, and to decrypt it, they demand for the ransom. This is the second trend we are seeing globally. Third trend is there is an increased supply chain attack. Earlier, if you look at the threat actor used to target one particular organization or randomly they choose, right, wherever there is a vulnerability. Now, the threat actors focusing on compromising the large technology firm, security firm, through which they would have supplied the tools, softwares to many organizations across the globe, right? This is the indirect attack. When they target the supply chain, they compromise the supply chain, through which they get access to all the organization whoever uses this particular software. This is the third trend, right? This is about the current cyber security threat landscape. Second, let us look at quickly few minutes on what is the technology landscape, digital technology landscape. Today we are living in the world of technological advancement, digital transformation, right? So today everybody talks about artificial intelligence, the generative AI, right? I'll also talk about that. What is the NASCOM report? Generative AI, IoT, adoption in cloud, which means we are living in the world where anytime, anywhere access, right? So this is called like a digital age. This is the scenario we are living. Keeping this particular digital era or the digital age, right? What we need to look at is what is the technological advancement happening today. So when I talk about the AI part, artificial intelligence, particularly on generative AI, right? As per the NASCOM report, Q2 of 2023, in India, there are 60 startups working on generative AI project, which means they have attracted for past 18 months of time, close to $600 million invested on this particular project, which is predominantly on the generative AI, right? Which means there are talks, there are actually the queries coming up in all the minds, right? When AI coming into picture, does it take away all our jobs? So answer is no, right? Any technology advancement or any development, we need to see it in a positive way, right? Today, human can do certain amount of data analytical part, but when AI is coming into picture, you can ingest millions of data, right? Which can be done by this particular AI, and then it can give the predictive analysis, whatever the deductions, all those parts. That is where it is going to do. Who is going to develop the AI? It is again the human. Rather than looking, this is going to take away some of the human jobs, it should be other way, right? The humans are involved in creating this particular AI, right? And the brains can be used in much more valuable tasks rather than the monotonous task of looking at volume of data, which is actually not an effective way, or you will not get the efficacy of this process, right? Now, how many of you download this threads, which is recently published the social media? No one from this room? Okay, threats. This is again coming from Mark Zuckerberg, right? Same the Meta group. Already they have a Facebook. Already they have WhatsApp, as well as the Instagram. Now they have released the threads, which is equivalent to Twitter. You can give the text messages, short text messages, you can repost, you can reply, you can do the like, all those things, right? You know how this actually created havoc across the globe? In 2 hours time, 2 million downloads. In 24 hours, 30 million downloads. When we say globally it is rolled out, excluding the European Union. You know the reason why it is not actually introduced in European Union? Because of the stringent Data Protection Act. There is something called GDPR, Global Data Protection Act. These threats collect 32 different user information. Already we know whatever apps we are having in a mobile, it has excessive privileges. It collects the data more than required for that particular job, right? Here if you look at surprisingly, it collects some of the physical activity of the user. Physical activity, health information, physical address. These all additional information in addition to contact, again access to your microphone, access to camera, access to your actually photo, videos. They are also collecting the additional information, okay? This is the time, again the government of India, already the cabinet has given nod for PDP, Personal Data Protection Act. In this upcoming, this parliament session, expected to be passed also. We'll have to wait and see, right? Every countries are coming up with the country specific data protection and privacy aspect. This I thought like understanding the current digital landscape, understanding the threat landscape, and what is the development happening in country, right? As in India as a country, that is important to know. Now coming back to the subject, today's topic is monetary compensation for cyber victims, adjudications under IT Act 2000, right? So that is where we have a speaker, chief guest, who will be talking about what are all the provisions covered when we talk about the adjudications in IT Act 2000, particularly on section 46. Again, some of the relevant examples, how the victim can get a compensation wherein they are not liable for that particular mistake, right? They are not done any fault, but because of some issues at the intermediary level, right? It could be your bank, it could be your mobile service provider or any of the body corporate, right? If they fail to adhere with some of the reasonable security practices resulting in any kind of actually hacking or compromises, that is where this provision is going to help. I will leave it to this experts to provide more insights on what is the provisions available in the legal, as well as some of the real-time examples where, real-time cases where we have got this compensation for the victims as well. With these introductions, I welcome you all and hand it over to chief guest to do this address. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President, for a welcome address. Now it's time.